What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wristre Wednesdays. My name is Branden, and I am the host. So today what we're doing is we're going over the top 3 watches to own in 2019, or I should say at least my 3 favorite watches to own in 2019. Today over at Wristre, we put out an ebook on the top 5 watches to own in 2019, and I figured it would be cool to make a video going over my favorite 3 out of that ebook. I'll put the link down in the description so you can download that ebook and you can check it out. We have pictures in there as well as a full breakdown of the timepiece and what we think about it, as well as price ranges that you can expect to find those watches at. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, and we're going to start off with the new Breitling Navitimer 8 B01. So personally, I really enjoy this timepiece. I have been a fan of the Navitimer models for a long time now, but I do really like the redesign on this. So the old Navitimer models, they were very busy, they had a busy dial, they were more harder to read, they weren't very legible. They've cleaned it up a lot with the new Navitimer model, and it just looks spectacular. It features a 43mm case, and it's powered by the Breitling Calibre 01 movement, and it has a 70-hour power reserve. I really enjoy this watch. I think it looks great. You can find the price range of this watch. It's going to be between $7,700 as well as $21,000. That $21,000 is getting up there because we do have a variant in 18 karat rose gold. So the variants that we're going to be having with the new Breitling Navitimer is we have a steel case with either a black or blue dial, and obviously you're going to have an immense amount of sub-dial colors that you can choose from, as well as an 18 karat rose gold case with the bronze dial, which personally I think looks awesome. So that's the new Navitimer 8 B01. It's definitely a switch up from the old Navitimers that we're used to, but man, does it look good. I'm a big fan of it. So next, what we're going to be talking about is the Rolex Datejust 36. So this is going to be the 36mm Rolex Datejust. It's the new one. We've had a lot of the 41mm popping up, and those are super popular right now. But hey man, what is a top 3 watch video without a Rolex? Come on. So the new Rolex, and this is probably going to be your best bang for your buck out of every watch in this video and the PDF, to be honest with you, because one, arguably Rolex holds their value more than any other watch brand out there, and two, over the past few years with the stainless steel watch craze, these watches have gotten absolutely crazy. The trend in timepieces has definitely been on the larger size the most recent years, and I'm saying 44mm case sizes, 46mm case sizes, and hey man, I'm not here to say that the Rolex Datejust 41mm watch is a small watch. It most certainly isn't. I think it's a great size timepiece, and maybe me and Tyler are a little crazy and most definitely biased because we have small wrist sizes, but we think that the Rolex Datejust 36mm is a great pickup and that the smaller watches are coming back in trend. With that being said, the new Datejust has 2 new variants, including the black sunburst dial with a fluted bezel situated on a Jubile bracelet, as well as the mother of pearl dial, which is going to have diamond hour markers, as well as the diamond bezel, and that's going to be on an oyster bracelet. Both timepieces have the oyster folding clasp, as well as the new Rolex 3235 Calibre movement featuring 70-hour power reserve. Definitely great watches. We love them, and the price range starts out at about $8,400. Last but not least is the Panerai Lumineer Due model. This watch is absolutely a game changer for me and definitely my most recent obsession. I love the Due models. I was fortunate enough to wear a 674 for a few weeks last month, and man, did I fall in love with that watch. And I've never really been a fan of Panerai watches. They were always big on me. They had too big of a wrist presence because I got small wrists, man. It just didn't work out well. Luckily, we have the new thinner case profile designs for the Due movement to thank. Oh, I'm sorry, the Due models to thank for that. And I'm telling you, does it make that big of a difference? These watches are great. They come in a bunch of new variants, such as we have different case materials as well as stunning color combinations and a new in-house Panerai movement featured for the Due models. And they just have completely changed the game with the Due models for Panerai, in my opinion. We have a 45mm variant as well as a 42mm variant. And get this, this is a first for Panerai, a 38mm variant, which is crazy. I'm personally really excited to check out that 42mm. I think it's going to look great. Most expensive watch being for the Panerai. The price range is going to be between $6,300 on these, as well as 15,300. The most expensive one is a GMT hand model with the 45mm variant, as well as a power reserve indicator. I would totally recommend checking out the new Due models. Completely changed my opinion on Panerai, and I really enjoyed it and will definitely be picking some up in the future. With that being said, that's my top 3 watches to own in 2019, straight out of the Wristre top 5 watches to own in 2019 ebook. The link for that is down in the description. Feel free to download that. We go over these 3 watches in more detail, as well as 2 new watches, and that have all the price ranges in there, a breakdown of the watch, and what we think of them. So, with that being said, I will see you guys next Wednesday for Wristre Wednesdays, and we'll catch you then. Enjoy!